Alright, you guys, so I am 12 weeks and 1 day pregnant right now. When you guys saw me last, I was about 6 weeks pregnant. That's when I did, let me go and look. That's when I did the pregnancy vlog, the announcement. That was my pregnancy announcement video, where I vlogged me going to the doctors. This is just an update on that. So first of all, let me say thank you to you guys, those of you who've been leaving me nice messages and congratulations about this pregnancy. It's really exciting. For those of you that are new to this channel and don't know much about me, maybe you just clicked on it because you saw this as a pregnancy update. Let me give you a brief history on me and my trying to get pregnant, my TTC journey. So I am 32 years old. My husband is 40 years old. We've been together for 9 years. It'll be 10 years next year, 2020, right? Or is it already been 10 years? Oh, it's already been 10 years. We'll be 10 years in August. Wow. Me and my husband will have been together in a relationship, boyfriend and girlfriend, KISSING. First come love, then come marriage, then come the babies in the baby catch. Hey, it be 10 years in August. Wow. Look at us. Look at us just living the American dream. But yeah, 10 years in August. Okay, but anyway, so real quickly, when I met my husband, I was like a young little whippersnapper, about 22, 23 years old, and he was an old fart. And he let me know right off the bat that he couldn't have kids, and because he had a vasectomy. And you know, me being from the hood, I've heard that before. You know, I'm like, okay, we still using the condom because yeah, you're not getting me pregnant. So come to find out, he was not lying. He did have a vasectomy. He could not get me pregnant. So that's that. So moving on, we get married. I definitely want kids. Make a long story short, I ended up doing some research, and God placed a video in my field of vision of a lady who had conceived 7 months after her husband had his vasectomy reversed. Now, I didn't know you can get a vasectomy reversed. So if you guys are wanting information on a vasectomy reversal and my experience with my doctor, how much it costs, let me know in the comment section, because I'll film a separate video for that. Because listen, I believe in helping people. So yes, so the fact that we're having baby number 2 after a vasectomy reversal is amazing. So that's just my quick little story. I'm sorry, that was just like, let's get into the pregnancy. So week 0 to week 4, which is when like you haven't missed your period yet, you probably thinking you're pregnant if you've been trying. That's like when you do your 2-week wait window for those TTCers out there. I really don't have any symptoms to tell you about because I actually was extremely sick with a viral infection those weeks. So I was sick as hell. But had I not had this app on my phone that to remind me that my period was 9 days late, I would have even had the sense to take a pregnancy test. But my phone had went off with this weird alarm, and I looked, and it was this app telling me basically, you know, don't forget to log your period. If you haven't had it yet, take a pregnancy test. Take a pregnancy test. I'm pregnant, and at this point, I would have been 5 weeks and like 4 days pregnant. So how exciting is that? So tell my husband, he's excited. Move forward to us making a doctor's appointment and getting to our doctor's appointment. So leading up to my doctor's appointment, I have been having cramps this whole pregnancy. Not as excruciating as they were with Leah. Leah cramps hurt so bad. These were uncomfortable, and I had to use my heating pad, but they weren't like with Leah, man. They weren't. I cramped really bad with Leah all the way up until I was 12 weeks pregnant. I haven't really been having that with this pregnancy. It's just so crazy. So anyways, the symptoms I've been having is cramping. I'm still cramping. I'm 12 weeks and 1 day today. I've been cramping since the beginning. I've been having lower back pain since the beginning. So cramping. Morning sickness started at 7 weeks, and it got really bad for me at week 10. And then now here we are going into 12 weeks, and it's pretty much, the morning sickness is pretty much gone. So from week 7 to 10, and a little bit, it got better like in week 11. So weeks from 7 weeks to 10 weeks, my morning sickness was unbearable. 10 weeks was the worst that it had been. I couldn't even work because I drive a school bus, and I will be throwing up while I'm driving the school bus. So morning sickness from 7 weeks to 10 weeks, still having bad cramping. I've been pissing so much, you guys. I gotta pee right now, and when I gotta pee, my stomach starts hurting really bad, and I get really bad cramps. Also, when my bladder is full and I'm walking on a hard, like if I'm on a carpet it's fine, but if I'm like on a hard surface like concrete and I'm walking, I get this pain right below my belly button, like, oh god, it hurts so bad, and I have to go pee, and once I pee I'll cramp a little bit and then they'll go away. So the biggest things I've been having this whole pregnancy is cramp. And when I say cramps, I'm talking about like mild period cramps. Feel like my period is about to start any moment now. Morning sickness. Baby, I've been so exhausted. I've been tired since the beginning, before I even knew I was pregnant. But I thought that tiredness was because of me being sick. But when I tell you I've been tired, you can ask my husband. No energy, can't do shit, can't even think, I don't even want to take no clients. I don't want to go to work. I don't even want to do anything. I just want to sleep, sleep, sleep. I don't want to eat. I don't want to do anything. Sleep, sleep, sleep. Just extremely tired. That is starting to get better, because honestly, a couple of weeks ago I wouldn't have been able to do this video. That's why I'm 12 weeks pregnant. I'm just now doing pregnancy update video, because I've been so tired. So tiredness from day 1 up until about weeks 11. Morning sickness from 7 weeks to 10 weeks. Cramping, I'm still having cramps. Feeling extremely bloated. Just, oh my goodness, okay? So my doctor wants me to, I actually have to take the glucose test that you take. You drink the little liquid and you wait an hour, and they draw your blood and they see if you have diabetes. Baby, you know how you take that like towards like the second, beginning of third trimester? I have to take that now, which I should have been took it weeks ago, but I was having morning sickness extremely bad and extremely exhausted. I couldn't do anything. So I'm going to try to get that done this week, actually. So they want me to take a glucose test twice in this pregnancy. I have to do one in first trimester and one at the normal time, because my doctor thinks I have diabetes, because around my neck it's turning black. I am extremely overweight, y'all. Let me tell you something. I am 40 pounds fatter than I was with Leah. So I'm 40 pounds bigger in this pregnancy starting off than I was with Leah. And on all my paperwork I get from my doctor's office, girl, they got me listed as obesity. Obesity and pregnancy is what it says on my obesity. Basically, I see the word obesity as a condition on all my paperwork from this damn hospital, girl. So yeah. So she wants me to take that, so I have to do that. Let's talk about some things that happened that was kind of scary. So I ain't gonna say kind of, it was all the way scary. So and then here I am at 10 weeks 6 days. I had a bleeding episode, you guys, and it scared the living shit out of me. I was bleeding for the whole like half the day of Sunday, February the 24th. I had a bleeding episode. I went to the bathroom. There was blood all in my underwear. I didn't even know. I didn't even feel it. And when I got up to go grab my phone to call my husband, I felt a gush. And I came back to the bathroom. It was blood. My panties were soaking with blood. Bright red blood. When I went to go wipe, look at the tissue. It's bright red blood. And there's a like flesh-like blood clot tissue-like thing on there, and I thought that was my baby, you guys. I didn't even look in the toilet stool. If I would have looked in the toilet stool and saw my baby in that toilet stool, I would have been having a mental breakdown. I probably would have had to be admitted into a hospital because I'm just like extremely attached to my kids, born or unborn, like, you know. So I call my husband. He immediately gets home and we go to the ER. They check everything. They couldn't find a bleeding. The baby at this point is measuring bigger. So I was measuring one day short of what I thought I was. I get to the here, they say I'm 3 days ahead. So according to my OB, I would have been 10 weeks and 6 days. Them at the emergency room measured the baby at 11 weeks and 2 days, which sounds right based off my last menstrual period and ovulation, things like that. 11 weeks and 2 days sounds right. But unless it's more than 5 days a difference, they don't move your due date. So I'm still due September 16th. But I moved my due date in my apps to match what the ER people said because that sound about right. So they never could tell me where the bleeding was coming from. I am kind of disappointed that they did not do a pelvic exam to see if my cervix was closed. But the baby heartbeat and everything was fine. My doctor saw me the next day. Everything was fine. I was put on a 48 hour bed rest until the bleeding stopped. The bleeding only lasted for about 12 hours. And it was done. I haven't bled since, and that was February the 24th. Today is March 2nd. So I haven't had any bleeding. I'm still having cramping. That happens. I'm still pissing a lot. The morning sickness is pretty much gone at this point. But yeah, I did have that big bleed in this pregnancy, which was really scary. My blood pressure is like 141 or something crazy like that, and my doctor was really scared. She already think I got diabetes, and she just think I just got high blood pressure, diabetes, all these ailments and everything. Poor lady. So when she seen that at the hospital, my blood pressure was 141, she got real scared. But usually at a hospital, when I go in and it's high, they'll do me a second time before I leave to see my blood pressure drop. It didn't. But at the prenatal appointment, my blood pressure was extremely healthy and normal. But because it was high at the emergency room, she just so worried about me. She wanted to put me on baby aspirin. But I'm allergic to aspirin, so I said no, ma'am. Plus, it was like that because I was extremely worried that I was having a miscarriage. So my blood pressure was high. She was like, that just was high. I said, yeah. I'm a very emotional person. I have anxiety, and but anyway, so yeah, I'm fine, y'all. She seen this keloid on my ear. She was worried about that, you guys. Okay, so that has been what's happening in this pregnancy. I take my prenatal